One of the things I love about Access Alliance is that we're a mission, vision, and values-based organization. I get up every day and I feel excited to come to work, to drive the organization and to work with community to achieve our vision and our mission. Our vision is health with dignity. Everybody deserves health in its broadest, in the broadest sense of the word, and with dignity. We're all human beings in this space, and our systems and our processes and our service delivery have to be respectful and treat everybody with dignity. Our mission is to deliver services, to build community capacity, and to achieve systemic change. That is very powerful, and I think everybody at Access Alliance understands the power of that mission and that vision. And our values are all about collaboration, diversity, inclusion, anti-oppression, partnerships. Partnerships is a critical value for us. The work we do is important, it's necessary. We are a critical component of healthy civil society. We're contributing to healthy civil society. It's a righteous cause. It's my privilege and it's my great joy every day to work for this righteous cause. One of the amazing things about Access Alliance is our focus on social determinants of health, and the way in which the organization and everybody that has anything to do with the organization understands social determinants of health. And funny story, when I was hired as the executive director, I really didn't understand social determinants of health. I mean, I've always worked in not-for-profit organizations, and I worked in immigrant serving organizations doing settlement or training or employment-related work, but I didn't really get what social determinants of health were. So I think it was into towards the end of my first month here, I had to, grab one of my colleagues and ask her to come into my office, and I closed the door and I said, okay, can you explain social determinants of health to me? Because I really need to get it. And she explained it to me, and it was such an eye-opener. Social determinants of health is everything. Everything impacts on your health. Your access to education, your housing, the community you live in, the food you eat, whether you feel engaged and have friends, your employment, all of this contributes to health. So of course, if you can't access healthcare services, if you don't have good employment, if you live in a crappy apartment in a bad neighborhood where you feel unsafe, this affects your health. And really, community health centers, that's what we are concerned about and what we want to look at. Medical health is just a small piece of the picture. Social determinants of health are the big picture. So I actually found it incredibly liberating to learn about social determinants of health, because it sort of opened up a big, wide, opportunity for the organization to really explore where we needed to focus, how we needed to position ourselves, and how we needed to use what were and continue to be fairly limited resources to do this important work. Social determinants of health have grounded everything we do, and I would say every single staff, volunteer, student in the organization understands, either from lived experience or because of the work they do, social determinants of health and how important it is that they underpin and frame all of our work. What's ahead for Access Alliance? I don't know, it's so exciting. The future holds many things that keep me up at night. And but at the same time, I can see how things have changed in my lifetime in Toronto. When I came to Toronto and when I started working in the social services sector, we didn't have the breadth, the wealth, the diversity of services that we have now. We didn't have the expertise. We also didn't have the critical mass of a diverse population, which is changing the discourse in the city. And with that critical mass, we can achieve the systemic change that we're striving for. Our challenge is how to work together more collaboratively, how to be prepared to be creative and not to think in the boxes that we still are all working in today, which is about the existing system. And if we really want systemic change, I think we have to be prepared to blow up some of the ways that we're working together. Let's not fear different organizational forms, different ways of ownership and leadership within the sector. Let's embrace it, but let's not lose focus of what is important. And we've talked about this at Access Alliance. It's not our form, it's our function. Our function is ensuring that the needs and issues and concerns of equity-seeking groups are centered at all the planning tables, with all the funders, with all the policymakers. We have to address and resolve these issues. If we don't address and resolve these issues, we achieve nothing. I think that has been our commitment and will continue to be our commitment, regardless of what it looks like in the future. I think we've built a super strong base. So many hundreds of people and thousands of people over the years have contributed to the strong organization that we are. We have a super solid foundation. I still think about our founders today. I'm in touch for sure with one of them, and they were inspired activists, and I hope to continue walking in their footsteps and hopefully making them proud in the work that we're doing at Access Alliance.